Another greetings, fellow royals of Kyrie, of Alberta, as well as everywhere in the Americas and planet Earth. Yes, so, ow, fingernail getting trapped in with my hair. But yes, it is a royal day, a magnificent rise this rise, and I haven't exactly done a recording just yet, alright? So, I'm just here to greet fellow beings, much love and appreciation for all the love that you send to me continuously, and I embrace every single bit of vibration, and as we continue throughout our day today, I hope that we are able to still allow it to be even more fabulous than it was perhaps yesterday or even like 2 minutes ago. Okay, so it has been good, So what I'm speaking on in this present is that, I have been sharing information, sharing posts to my platforms and such, speaking a bit more of who I am and my ancestry pertaining to being Indigenous. And it is not to make anyone feel any kind of way about it. When I say like that, it's not in the retrospect to be racist or racial or even combating against any other ethnicity here on the motherland in that way. Yet rather for my fellow beings who are not just myself but yourself as well, to be aware of who I am. So when it comes to the classification, as well as I also who you refer to me as, it is just for you to be aware so that there would be certain terms that would not be applicable to who I am, being Indigenous, being carbon as well, to carbon copper as well, and also making it aware that, hey, I have always been in royalty within like my whole ancestry and DNA, like lineage, so it is different for me. It is not the same as a entire like framework regarding like any bit of human trafficking in that retrospect for like any slave trade business. When I say trade business, there has been moments where beings have been sold by their own people to colonizers, and this has been occurring in a past life and even in the present here. So even though me sharing who I am as the Indigenous being and also sharing the information so beings are able to know who they are as well too, it causes no harm to this present day. The reason I'm saying this causing no harm is because that the truth must be able to be uprised. Okay, when you stifle water that is always flowing through a stream, let's say more or less, and you try to block out that water, the force that this water will be flowing with would eventually pierce through whatever obstacle is set in its way to somewhat stifle its progressive motion. And it is the age in this present day to continue in the whole revealing of truth, as it is the age in the form of like civilization that restores, not just restores, that continues a healthy lifespan, as well as also a healthy tradition and culture. So the Indigenous beings have always been the Aboriginal origin on the motherland, okay? And it is also for fellow beings to also honor and respect such, beings who are still also becoming more aware. I am grateful for that. To fellow royals as well too, who are also being respectful with knowing a bit more about what it actually entails and who have been the Indigenous beings. My fellow nine ether being, referring to a tight curls, and I leave my hair like this because I like to see, like, this is my antennas, natural antennas connecting in the ethers and such. All right, our Indigenous beings have also had their hair like these as well too, aside from it being referred to dreadlocks or any other phrase, so yes, so as I am continuing to say, it is not to make any being at all feel or to damage any spirit, to say, well, hey, Indigenous beings, you know, we have grown up knowing about this story here, as well as the misclassification and identity that, okay, every copper being is African. Not bashing anything here, all right? Just speaking openly. Every copper being is African, but it's not the case, all right? All of us are not Africans. Okay, there are beings who are Africans, and there are also beings who are indigenous Indians as well too. Okay, and Indian does not only refer to Hindustan, all right? Before it was called India, it has also been Hindustan. So it is not just about that, but the origin, the Aborigine beings, the indigenes of us, the indigene of us is the indigenous beings, all right? The indigenous Indians, and it's just that. So me embracing who I am from my ancestry and such, it is just me operating in my proper person, all right, and staying true to that, you know. And fellow indigenous beings have always also been sovereign, right? We have always had a liberated justice, as in sovereignty also speaks on a rite of passage. When I say rite of passage, as in the door is open, it is always open when it comes to a liberated justice, you know. And what actually takes away from that is when the whole forceful entity of colonizing comes into play, and you know, when it is colonizing through the mind and spirit as a form of enslavement. And that's just it. So my fellow royal beings, I love and cherish every single one of you respectfully. I'm not a disrespectful person to any one of y'all. However, should there be a case where, you know, it seems to like be a circumstance where I have to draw the line, I will truthfully draw the line. Yet still being honorable. As goddess I am, as chieftess I am, queen I am. And it is just that. So I hope you have a fabulous rise in this rise. It is amazing already. So continue to show great appreciation. And yeah, let's see what's happening within the day. All right, much love, much appreciation.